So I've been working steadily removing stumps. Right where this giant hole is in the bank was a oak tree that was actually 18 inches in diameter. I dug to the side of it, worked its way out. So with this stump that I'm talking about, I wanted to take the time to show you guys, this is after it was dug out. It's already loose. This is just me trying to move the stump. It is so heavy that obviously the hydraulics cannot handle it. This tractor is rated at 1,900 lift pounds. I know that's to the hitch pins. It's probably closer to around 1,100 or 1,200 pounds to be truthful. So it did not have the oomph behind it to lift this thing, so we just roll it end over end. It's not ideal. I would not recommend doing this. As a matter of fact, this put the very first dent in the tractor. Thankfully, it was only in the grill guard, but it could have been worse. We've got another stump that we got to move here in a few minutes that you'll see in the video, and I'm going to be a lot more strategic with it. And slowly but surely rolled it down the hill, and then I got to the bane of my existence, which is this stump over here. And this one actually was a little bit smaller in diameter. I thought it was going to be easier to move because it wasn't an oak tree. It was some kind of like blackjack, or that's what my dad calls it anyways. But I tell you what, let me just show you how difficult this thing was to get out. I've almost got this stump. My gosh, so I'm gonna put some dirt in a bucket and see if I can come back. You can see though that I've already lifted it up, so it's moving. Man, this thing has been a pain. I had to dig all the way around it with a tractor. This pile of dirt right here is just from around this stump trying to get it removed. We're so freaking close. On the other side. Look at that. I think we about got it. I don't want to push it all the way over because it will hit the front of the tractor grill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook that chain to the bucket and try backing up and see if the chain will pull it. I've already got it wrapped around the stump as it is, so we're right there. Here we go. You ready? Woo, it's so big it wants to pull the tractor. I may still have to pressure wash around the root ball to try to get it to where I can move it. I don't know. We're about to find out. But it is officially down. Holy cow, that thing was a pain in the butt. Look at here. Here's that sucker. I finally got it out. That is a major win for me. I've been working on this thing on and off for about 3 weeks. Dig around it a little bit, take a break, dig a little bit more, and guess what? I conquered you. That's right. I conquered this stump. I know I shouldn't be so excited, but you guys have no idea. This was a huge deal, and it is now out of the way, almost. I got to figure out how to roll this thing off the hill first. It didn't have necessarily a giant taproot. It just had a monster bundle of a bunch of small ones. Usually you can break that taproot, but man, this one right here was just built different. Quite literally. Man, this thing's heavy. Right now I'm using my bucket to just kind of peel some of the dirt layers back, just to get some of the weight off of it to try to be able to move it. Now that's already helped tremendously. We probably just removed about 150 pounds of red clay, believe it or not. So that absolutely will make a big difference. If I don't get stuck right here. No, I won't get stuck. This tractor is just about impossible to get stuck unless you're in a swamp. I'm gonna go around the other side and carve a little bit more off and then move my truck and try to roll it off the hill. So while we have not been digging on the stumps, we have been working on getting the rest of this house torn down. My uncle is actually building a barn and wanted to use some of the siding that's still in pretty good condition. There was a couple of bad spots in the pieces that were in the front, but as far as the back goes, you can tell this wood is pretty much brand new. And this stuff's like $40 a sheet now. It's pretty ridiculous. So I'm going to give him the windows and the wood, and he was a huge help, honestly. So big shout out to my Uncle Dennis. Thank you for helping and assisting while I was in Virginia filming this last week. I'm about to come up here and work on this wall to the left that still has sheetrock on it, but this gives you a really good viewpoint of where our other house is gonna have a view. I mean, this is crazy though. Let me step back over here. I'm gonna back up and let you guys get a good look. Look at that, nothing on the front. And the bathtub is loose. We got to lower that down off the back. We started running into, it's already trying to rack, aka it's trying to fall already. So we had to put these cross braces that you see at an angle in just to hold this thing up a little bit until we get ready for it to come down. We don't want it coming down on its own terms. We want it coming down on ours. So that's what's been going on. It's been pretty crazy. And it looks like my dad's taking a safety measure and tied a piece of wire across there just in case my daughter comes up, she doesn't fall out. I don't think that would help, but it makes my dad feel better. So again, lots and lots going on at the homestead. I know that it seems like we've been kind of sparse with our videos, and that's because I've been trying to get a lot done. Look at all that dirt that I've piled right there. This is all going to get pushed into where this house is sitting now once I tear the foundation up. And there's an aerial view of that stump as I'm about to roll it down the hill. All right, we've got the chain wrapped around it. This time I'm going to connect to the back of the tractor instead of the front bucket. That's not ideal because if the chain were to slip, it could hit you. That's why I was in low gear going so slow earlier whenever you did see it connected to the bucket in the front. We're just going to put it around this main crossbar, the box blade. It's the strongest point on it. And we're going to give it a little bit of a pull and see if we can get it to move. I don't know if we can or not. Hopefully we can. Right now we are in gear 1-1. We are in granny gear. And I've got the RPMs kicked up to about 1,850. Let's just see what's about to happen. Oh, it's heavy. We're moving. I'm talking about just barely though. I'm talking about it's moving it like an inch at a time. All right, let me regroup and try it again. So I did turn the camera off, but I did get it to move. What I did was I just kept chiseling away and carving off more and more dirt. And I gave up on the chain method and just ended up rolling it with a bucket end over end until I got it past this main bank that we've been doing. I'm gonna roll it on down the hill, but I need to move this roof that we're gonna try to salvage. I need to move the canoe out of the way as well as my grandfather's cart. This is what I call the swamp area down here. And so we've kind of been pushing some brush and stuff down into there. Eventually I'll clean it all up, but for now I just need it out of the way of the home site. Let me show you the progress that we had in the bottom of the tiny house though, and the stuff that we've moved out of there so far. We also made some headway by getting the stackable washer and dryer out, and we have moved the majority of stuff out of here. We've got a little bit of flooring left over, which is extra, some old antique bottles. I wonder where they came from. And we've got to get the windows out down here and the carpet. I've already pulled the cabinets out of what was the kitchen. So now we've got to move this stuff out. My grandmother has a screened-in porch on her mobile home that she lives in that needs to be in repair. I'm going to take these and hang them around them for her to kind of be a windbreak this winter. And so we got to get those out of here in the next couple of days. So things are moving along nicely. I would say within the next 2 weeks, this house will be gone. And it will be just a memory, but that's okay because I can't wait to make new memories in the new spot.